Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to use job alerts to find your dream job. Stick around, I'm going to show you three ways of using job alerts for three different platforms. And at the end, as a little bonus, I'm going to show you how, regardless of how many platforms you can use 10 job alert platforms. I'm going to show you how to aggregate that all into one place so that you know where all the job alerts are going and how you can manage them all in one easy to use place where you can see those jobs, where you can see that you've applied to those jobs and really just systematize and aggregate all that job alert data for you. All right, the first platform, number one of three, we're going to go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn, a lot of people look for work on LinkedIn. A lot of recruiters look for candidates on LinkedIn. A lot of companies that are hiring are looking for candidates on LinkedIn. It's obviously not the only place, but it's one of the biggest talent marketplaces. And probably when you think of LinkedIn, you think of it as a place where you look for work. So let's start there. On LinkedIn, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the jobs tab. And if you've already created a job alert before, there's going to be, you're going to have to go to preferences to manage your job alerts and create new ones or view ones you've already have. If you haven't created one before, probably the second or third window pane, they'll ask you to create a job search and you can create it that way. And let's assume that we haven't created one before. What you do is, let's say you're looking for an iOS developer. You can already see I've already done this before. So let's do Android. So you're a mobile developer. Let's say you do both. And you can create your search criteria. So look at these more broadly because you can look at experience levels. You can look at when last it was posted. You can look at specific companies. So if you wanted to choose specific companies, you could. The job type, so if it's once full-time, part-time, contracting, internship, then whether it's hybrid or remote and the different locations and different industries. So you literally be like, I want to be an Android developer in the fintech space in London. And you could then choose, financial services, probably IT services and consulting, because there's a lot of fintech consulting, but banking, investment management, all these finance related terms, you can group them and you can create a job alert for, let's choose these financial services. You can create a specific search criteria for what job you're looking for on LinkedIn. So you can say, I want to be an Android developer in this industry. Show me those results. And all you do is you set yourself an alert. And now every time there's an Android developer posting in the United Kingdom in these industries, you'll get a notification for it. So play around with those filters because the more filters you play with, the more targeted and specific you can get. And then you can use those job alerts to really apply for those jobs, reach out to those companies, reach out to those people. You see here, there is a hiring manager here. So if this is something that you're interested in, you reach out to James. It's an unfortunate last name, but it's great. Unplanned, but James, nice. You had a difficult childhood growing up with that. But in any case, that's beside the point. My point is create your job search and you can specifically say, I want to be looking for jobs in this area, in this industry with these conditions, remote, hybrid, or on-site. Obviously, the more filters you add, the more narrow you get, the more specific you get, the less jobs you'll find. So maybe start broader first and then narrow it down. That's one way of doing it. So starting from a big pool and narrowing it down. The other way is, let's say you want to work for a specific company. Maybe there's really cool companies that you like. TravelX. Maybe you love TravelX. I don't know why you would love TravelX. I don't love TravelX, but let's say you don't know anything and you love TravelX. You can go to the company itself and you can create yourself a job alert for TravelX saying, okay, I want any Android developer position. Android in the United Kingdom for this company. And it can be on-site, whatever it is. And you've just created, and now you can go to every single company. You can create a list of 20, 30, 40, 50 companies, and you can just add yourself as an alert onto those companies. So every time they post, you will get an alert. Hey, TravelX is looking for a senior Android developer. I guess they're using React Native, so they wouldn't look for native Android and Apple developers specifically, but maybe they could. But yeah, through here, you can literally get job alerts. And then when you look at that company, you can easy apply. That's super easy. Just click apply. Really, really easy. So there's two ways to go about it. One, through a job description and then creating alert based on that job description. And the other one is through the company and creating alerts through the company. Those are the two ways that you can do it on LinkedIn. And if ever you want to be like, oh, where's all my job description, alerts? I want to delete some of them. I want to add to them. You just go to jobs, go to preferences, and you will have all your job alerts here. You can edit them, you can delete them, and manage them this way. So that's LinkedIn. Now you'll get all your job alerts to your LinkedIn notifications and to your email. And you can set those alerts to be daily, weekly, however frequently you want to be looking at them. So obviously, if you're looking at getting a job quickly, so you want that daily, so that you're constantly applying to jobs, constantly networking. If you're kind of passive, if you just want to see what's out in the market, if you're just doing some research, you can do that weekly so that you don't have aren't bombarded by notifications constantly. Look, platform number 2, Doe. Indeed, or like a massive job board, like Indeed, like what is that? Monster? Was it called Monster? I think they've renamed it since. But Indeed is kind of the stereotypical one. In here, sign in, create yourself an account. And the bonus point is at the end. So stay with me, guys, because I'll show you a clever little hack to get all this data in one place. But basically, in Indeed, you can do very much the same thing. You can find jobs and create alerts for specific jobs that you want. So how are we going to do that is, one, again, let's go with Android developer. Tablet. Okay. All right. I had to figure out how to get that notification. So once you've built a couple job alerts on Indeed, you want to manage them. It took me a while to figure it out. Basically, you will go to your settings here, and you will go to communication settings, and you'll go to email. And over here, you'll have your subscriptions, your job alerts. And here you can manage the job. So here you can delete them, edit them, and see which job alerts you do have. So that's the easiest way to view your job alerts on Indeed. So Indeed, you can create your job alerts and you can manage them. You create them simply by adding your keyword here and your search criteria. And at the bottom of that first page of searches, naturally it's going to ask you if you want to subscribe to some job alert for Python developers, let's say. Python developers London. You can add more criteria, add more as you want, but as you're creating it, towards the end, you can activate a job search, so a job alert. So create your search criteria, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then just click add to alerts. And then when you want to manage them in your profile, in your settings, under communications, you will then see your job alerts there. Okay, that is indeed done. Number three. I like, they were called something else before this. I'm not too sure. Otta. Okay. So these kind of companies, these new recruitment job boards, like Otta, like We Work Remotely, they're great places to create an account. And similar, you can create, when you sign in, you create what kind of work you're looking for, where you want to be based, let's say remote, and what countries you're going to be working from. You can lie here, don't worry about it. I wouldn't really lie, but if you're not in the EU, you should put this that you can work in there. You don't want to be like disqualifying yourself exactly. but I just have to require a visa. Let's just say that you speak English and that's it. Evidently, or that's already the default language. I'll for a job as soon as possible. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip through these damn things quickly because I don't want to go step by step. But basically, you can create your profile here, and at the end, you'll get. Crisis. I don't want to do this right now. But in any case, I'm going to do this. Okay, promise for all this stuff. You guys already have my email. Don't spam me. I'll block here, I guess. And here. So once you've done that, that whole workflow is creating the job alerts that you want. And why I like a company like Otta, which is like, it's kind of like a reverse engineered job board. It's almost like companies apply to you. But it really helps candidates get in front of companies much faster. It's really like working for the candidate. So, and there's a lot of companies like this. I just know Otta is very popular. But this will give you matches, and every day or every weekday, depending on your alert, you'll get an email with jobs that match to you, and then you can apply through this job board very easily on all these platforms: LinkedIn, Indeed, Otta. Welcome to the jungle. I guess it's called jungle now. I'm not sure what's the name of this damn thing, but it's a great job board. Really smart how they do it, because even companies that are trying to recruit through Otta are ranked on Otta against like how quickly they respond, what kind of feedback they get from the interviewees. So obviously, companies are very well incentivized to make sure that they respond quickly and make sure that they're looking at all the candidates, because the more they look at candidates, the better the candidates they will get. The less they look at candidates, the less candidates they will get. So more active companies actively get more candidates and are treated better, right? So really cool platform. There's lots out there like them. But basically, you can create your job alerts through here, create new ones. Oh, here you go. We can literally, so let me see, recently funded. You can literally look at jobs based on salaries, based on tech stacks, based on matches that we have, and you can edit those matches for yourself, probably under profile, so that you better suited to companies. And Otta, again, will also send you email notifications with the jobs that they think you are a good fit for. So it does take some time to onboard yourself onto Otta, but the benefit is it's almost like you have this AI agent that's out there saying, hey, Boyan is going to be a good fit for you here. You should look at Boyan's profile. So you should be active on Otta, and the company should also be active on Otta. And based off of that, you'll get really good feedback and things. Okay, so we've looked at LinkedIn, we've looked at Indeed, and we've looked at Otta. So just create yourself job alerts on all these. And now you're thinking, oh my goodness, there's 3 platforms and maybe more, probably more. You should probably do more. But let's say you've created on these 3 platforms. Now you're going to get alerts when you go into Indeed, or you have one email account for Indeed and another for LinkedIn and a third for Otta. Here's the little hack. Before creating all these accounts, create yourself a brand new account, brand new email. So mine's Boyan, you could do .jobs@gmail.com. So now all the accounts that I'm going to be creating for Otta, for Indeed, for LinkedIn can all be tied to this email. And even on LinkedIn, if you don't want to, you can add this as a secondary email account in your profile. And based off that, then you can send all your emails to this account. Or just change your primary email to this. But basically, you will go to profile here. Wait, thanks, John. See you later. Settings and privacy. So all going to see all my information, but on notifications, you can choose where you get notified. Where's this? Emails. Phone is in the way. C. I need to be C over here. Accounts, email addresses, so site and visibility. I added another account. You can make this your primary account, and then all your notifications get sent to your job account. And same thing with Indeed. Send all your emails, all your notifications of job alerts to that one email account. Send it to boyan@jobs.gmail.com. Otta, same thing, boyan@jobs.gmail.com. And that way you have one email address where the only emails you'll ever get in this email address are relating to the jobs you are being alerted to and the jobs you have applied to. Because when you apply through Otta, when you apply through Indeed, when you apply through LinkedIn, everything gets sent here. So you have like one master dashboard where you can be like, oh, I got a new notifications, and alerts you can put in promotions, and all the places that you apply to, you can put in primary. And these are rules that you can easily set in Google just by literally dragging and dropping them into places. Next time LinkedIn sends me an email, it's going to go social instead of updates. So easily create one place where you can aggregate all your job search data, everything that you've been doing. And this is a really great way to use job alerts to get the role that you're looking for. Sorry, my framing has been off for the past few minutes. But in any case, I think a super easy way to use job alerts to find jobs that you're looking for, find jobs at companies that you want to work for, and start looking at those alerts and using those alerts to kickstart your ability to one, apply to the job, but then also to network with the people in that company. Don't just apply to the job. If you applied at that TravelX, start reaching out to the hiring manager, start reaching out to other developers. If you're doing Android at TravelX, well, they're React Native, but let's say it's React Native. Then reach out to the other React Native developers. Say, I know you're hiring. Like, I applied to the job. I want to just connect with you here. Start networking, start putting in that work, and it will pay dividends. I think it's a great way to use alerts to help you stay on top of new jobs that you can then apply to. And it's a numbers, especially in this market, it's more difficult. So just keep applying, don't stop. But eventually you will find the roles that you want, and you can really gung ho for them. Start connecting with those companies, start connecting with the hiring managers. And even if you don't get it now, they might remember you if you make a really good impression. And the next time they hire, they're going to take you. So good luck out there. I have other videos about helping you how to network and things. I'm going to leave them also in the description. And I'll see you next time. Oh, terrible sign off. I'll see you next time. What the hell? But I'm leaving it.